Back in 1984, the man in the hat was back, Indiana Jones. And this time, he was bringing along with him free posters. Let's talk about it. Welcome back to the Junk Room, everybody. It's me, the Junkman, coming back at you with yet another video. Don't worry, the road trip's over. We're back just making normal videos all this week, 2 times a day, noon, and 8. For you, the guys that stuck out through the road trip videos, thank you so much. Today, we're going to tell you about Indiana Jones free posters. Now, this was something I was going to do a video on. There's not really much of a story here, so I figured I would just tell you about my own story about the Indiana Jones posters. They were free, and I wanted them. Let's go back to 1984, right around the time of the release of Temple of Doom. Now, I grew up on Indiana Jones. I saw it in 1981, fell in love with it, got excited. For Christmas 1983, I got a video copy of, well, not a video copy, I got a video release of Raiders of the Lost Ark. It even had a teaser trailer for Temple of Doom, but it didn't show any scenes. Anyway, I got this. I remember my grandma bought it for me at a video store where you had to order it. And it cost $50. Yeah, this wasn't a special when it came with, deleted scenes and everything. Just a standard movie, $50. So, I was a big Indiana Jones fan. Had a Fandora, thanks to my grandma's brother who had one. Handed it down to me. Had it when, back in the day when people wore them. And then I got one that actually was a John B. Stetson hat that had Indiana Jones inside of the hat of it. I used to wear that hat and a Hawaiian shirt all over the neighborhood. I was just really into Indiana Jones. I would cut down vines in the woods and swing across the creek. I wanted to be Indiana Jones. Star Wars had a big impact on me, but mostly just playing with the Star Wars toys. For Indiana Jones, it was playing, acting out Indiana Jones. So you can imagine my excitement at this time when there was a new Indiana Jones movie on the way. Now, when Raiders came out, I was about to turn 9, so I was a little young for it. Although I do remember going to see it and being excited, and they released it probably 82, 83, somewhere around there, and I saw it again. And I had the videotape, so I watched it over and over. But by 1984, you know how old I was? It's going on 11, I think. 2, 3, 10, 12. I was going on 12. I was born in 72. I was going on 12. Perfect time for this movie. This movie I was the target audience. 12, 14, I would think would be the target audience. And I loved it. I loved Temple of Doom. I was so excited about Temple of Doom. I know people rag on it and say even when it came out, people like, it's not as good as Raiders. No, it wasn't as good as Raiders, but say it's better than Last Crusade. And I love Last Crusade. To me, I don't see why Temple of Doom gets so much hate. Oh, but Willie screams in it. Well, she's a spoiled singer in the jungle. What do you think she's going to do? She's going to scream. That's what she's going to do. I don't understand that. It was too dark. It was too unreal. Get over it. It's Indiana Jones. Just sit back, have fun, and watch it. But anyway, there was one day. I can't remember if it was right around the release. I've already seen Temple of Doom. I was already excited for it. And my mom, she made me go to the Piggly Wiggly. Now, if you grew up in the South like me, you knew the Piggly Wiggly. I mean, today it's probably Kroger. I can't think. Walmart's got the grocery section, but in the South, there was no better store to get your groceries than the Piggly Wiggly. So my mom said, "Hey, we're going to the Piggly Wiggly." At first, I was like, "Oh, I don't want to go," but I don't know. For some reason, she made me go. I don't know why. Sometimes she made me go. Sometimes you let you stay at home by yourself. I don't know. And then when you got there, you had two choices, or you didn't know what you're gonna get either. You're gonna wait in the car, or you're gonna go in with her. Yeah, we used to wait in the car. I don't think they leave kids in the car today. Just crack the window like we're a dog and leave it. I don't think they leave dogs in the car when they go shopping today. But yeah, they would leave us in the car, which was fun when I was with my brother and sister. We just hang out in there for about 40 minutes while my parents shop for groceries. But later, I sit in the car by myself. It was okay. It wasn't that bad. Sometimes I enjoyed it. But sometimes I like going to the Piggly Wiggly because I can sit at the bottom of the buggy. We call them buggies. I think y'all call them shopping carts and get pushed around. Baby sat in the front. We sat under the bottom where it said on the flap, "Do not sit under the bottom." But we didn't care. We sat it anyway. But this day, I would think I was walking around, so I went in there. Wasn't expecting much. I mean, it's the Piggly Wiggly. Well, sure they had a toy aisle. They didn't have any toys you wanted. If they do, they were toys you already had. So, I'm walking around trying to find something to buy. And there, right there, near the front of the aisle, the front of the store, was this big yellow display. And it said a 4-letter word that I loved. It started with an F. No, it's not that four-letter word. I will learn to love that letter a little later in life. But this one was free. Oh, I love free because it meant I could ask for it. And my parents couldn't say, no, that costs too much. You don't need that. Because I'd be like, it don't cost too much. It's free. So there we go. So I went over to it. Free. And right under free was the words Indiana Jones, followed by a word posters. That's right. Free Indiana Jones poster. I had them already rolled up. You didn't have to take one home. I mean, you didn't have to cut anything out. You didn't have to mail anything in. You had to wait by the mailbox for 6 weeks. No. It was free. So I told my mom. Well, first, before I told my mom, reached in, grabbed one of the posters. I went for Motor-ROM. I remember that. I got Motor-ROM. I don't know why. Well, I like Motor-ROM, but I got Motor-ROM. I thought it was kind of cool. Probably because I had some Indiana Jones stuff already on the wall. So I got Motor-ROM. Went to my mom, and I was like, Mom, I got an Indiana Jones poster. And she's like, oh, we can't afford it. We ain't going to buy that. It was free, Mom. It was free. So she threw it in the buggy, or shopping cart, as y'all call it. And we continued shopping throughout that day. Well, it comes out that she passes by this sign later also. So she's like, hey, there's that guy you like. She didn't even know his name. I'm like, Mom, that's Indiana Jones. She's like, yeah, whatever, there he is. And I was like, yeah, that's why I got the posters, Mom. I got Motor-ROM. And she was like, you got what? And I was like, I got Motor-ROM. She's like, oh, well, we'll get some Robitussin to put on it when we get down to the pharmacy section. But you know that's not free. And I was like, what are you talking about? And I pointed to the word. I was like, look here. I know I don't read good. Still don't read good today. But I know this word, free. F-E-E-E-E-R. Free, written right there, free. And that's when she schooled me that free doesn't always mean free. Nope, doesn't always mean free. And it said, get one poster free when you buy Bounce fabric softener or 21 ounces of Comet. That's right, I had to buy stuff to clean the bathroom with. Or my clothes. I don't know what's Bounce used for. They clean your clothes. I don't know. Do they still make Bounce? Sure, they still make Comet. But anyway, so free really didn't mean free. And I was like, well, Mom. She's like, put that poster back. It's not free. I was like, no. I put it back. And I was like, Mom, look. You're going to buy the Comet anyway, right? And she's like, don't need any Comet right now. I was like, you buy Comet, don't you? And she's like, yeah, of course I use Comet. It's really good for scrubbing. You put it on a scrub brush, clean the dishes, smell really nasty. It burns your nose when you snort it. And I was like, Mom, you're going to buy it anyway. Go ahead and buy 2. I'll get the poster. I was like, I don't really care about the poster, but you'll be getting it. It's like you're getting something free. You get something free, so why not? She didn't go for it. She was like, no, put it back. I don't need any Comet. We got Comet at the house. I was like, well, how about Bounce? It's not just Bounce. It's super soft Bounce. And it's been improved. According to the box, it's been improved. It's extra soft now. Yeah, you think it made your clothes or whatever it did soft? Oh, no. It made it even softer. Because this was super soft Bounce. I thought I had her in a loophole that time. And she's like, I don't even use Bounce. I was like, oh, I couldn't argue with it because I didn't even know what Bounce was. I'm still not sure. Do you put it in the dryer when you dry your clothes? Is that what it is? I'm not really sure. So she didn't want Comet. She didn't want Bounce. So that meant Junk Kid didn't get his Indiana Jones poster. Now, there were 4 posters to collect. Free, right? There was Indiana Jones with short round. This is when they're in the little, where the spikes come down. The picture's a different scene than you mostly see. It's like they took one frame different than most of the pictures. Then you had Indiana Jones where he's about to pull his gun out to kill those swords guys, but he doesn't have his gun. You had the Motor-ROM, which I would have went with a better look. It's like Motor-ROM before he gives the blood to drink to Indy. I don't know why they should have went with the headgear and everything. And then just one short round, standing there with Indiana Jones' whip, I guess, around his neck. He could have had no Willie Scott. No Willie Scott, sadly not. So that was the 4 you could get. And I'm trying to find pictures of these posters. Now, you can find the pictures, generic pictures. But I couldn't find these posters online. So they must be rare. I did see where some people were selling the display. Somebody was selling the display with the posters in it. But so I guess I did technically find some posters. But I couldn't believe it. I forgot all about these posters in this story until I saw someone talking about them on social media. And I was like, wait a minute. The yellow display, I remember that. Comet. You had to buy 2 things of Comet. I mean, that would last you like the year, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how often people use Comet. But I tell you, if I was an adult when this came out, I would have bought every Comet they had in the store to get a poster free. And they had them right there. Didn't have to send off for them. That's what was so great about them. You usually have to send off for this stuff. No, it's right there. Just pull them out. Hang them on. You'll take them home. You could get your Comet. And the time you get home with your Comet, you already got your poster. You can hang it up at the same time. You can be using your Comet while you hang a poster up. She's going to buy a Comet anyway. Why didn't she buy a Comet so I get a free poster? It's right there, Mom. It's right there. I know you buy Comet. I see it under the sink. I know I'm not supposed to go under the sink. I know I'm not supposed to get into that stuff, but I did anyway, and I saw the Comet under there. I know you're going to buy a Comet anyway. Again, Bounce. I don't know what Bounce was. I think it was you put in the dryer. I'm not really sure. Bounce. I just always see Bounce on Price is Right. How much do you think this price of Bounce is? $3.75. Is that higher or lower? Price is Right. But anyway, that's my story about the free Indiana Jones posters. Let me know, did your mom buy Comet or Bounce so you could get a free poster? She must have loved you. Well, I want to thank you for watching. As always, so much to like my content. Subscribe to the channel. Until again soon.
Hey, Junkman channel popping though.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.